You're back on The Real Deal with me, Gabby McKeown from McGrathman and Manly. Now, today we're going to talk about the 3 Ps. Of course, being price, positioning in the market or in terms of location as well. And then the 3rd P is promotion. Now, ideally, in an ideal world, you get all 3 right. And most of the time, if you choose the right agent or if you choose a McGrath agent, that will probably always be the case, especially the P of promotion. Price, it's easy to get it wrong, and of course sometimes there are some anomalies. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story today about an agent that once had a property and they couldn't understand why it hadn't sold. There were a few things with the property. It was number 44, it was in a very Asian dominated area, and of course it was a property that apparently didn't line up with the Feng Shui. The agent didn't realise this at the time because they knew nothing about the Feng Shui. They knew 44 wasn't going to be an ideal number, but they weren't superstitious at all. They didn't have any issues whatsoever with that. But as time went on, that was clearly an issue. Then one day this little old man came through. He wanted to know the price. He seemed to like the property, but he said, "No, I'm not buying this house." He said the Feng Shui is terrible. He said the property is on a slight hill, so money will go down. There's a door. Front door lines up with back door, that's not good either. Energy isn't good. And there was all sorts of little ins and outs and idiosyncrasies, and this agent just threw up their hands and thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? My mandate runs out soon. And they went to the owner and they said, look, do you want to sell this house? Should we maybe not turn it into a rental? And the owner goes, no, we want to sell this house. What do I need to do to get it sold? And the agent said, well, we've been on the market for like 65 days, 70 days at this price. Seriously, there's a message in the silence. Nobody wants to buy it. So the owner goes, well, let's then look at dropping the price. So the agent said, right, I didn't want to do this, but let's drop the price. So they dropped the price by $50,000. Well, the very next week, there were a number of people through the property. There were a couple of offers, and the little old man came through, made an offer, surprisingly at exactly what the new purchase price was. That was the highest offer. And the agent sat down with the old man when he purchased the house and said, can you please explain to me why you bought this house where everything was wrong? The Feng Shui was wrong, it was a wrong number. And the man goes, bad Feng Shui goes away if price is right. So that's your little moral for today. If the price is right, the buyers will be there. I don't need to say any more. Have a great weekend.